Friends, welcome to another reel by Subhashist. Today we would look at 100 years of the left movement in India, the communist movement. And December 26th, 1925 was when the CPI was formed in Kanpur. Of course, there's also another popular opinion that it was formed 5 years earlier in Tashkent by M.N. Roy. But coming to 1925, of course, also we need to remember this marks the 100 years of RSS. Both the left and the right begin together. Okay, what was the CPI's goal? The CPI was formed in the same model as how the Communist Party of the Soviet Union under Lenin was formed, and to basically have workers and peasants come together and establish a republic, a worker state, or a people's republic, as we call. So that was the common goal. What were the popular movements which the left launched? Tebaga movement in Bengal, or Telangana movement against the Nizam, and similarly in Travancore against the king. So it was workers and peasants coming together against the rich landlord class and the ruling establishment. Post independence, the communists establish a parliamentary process. They come into the parliamentary framework, and 1957 marks history where they become the first elected communist government in the world under EMS Namboodiripad in Kerala. Of course, soon after 1977, they come to power in Bengal and soon in Tripura. So Kerala, Tripura, Bengal, they have been strong since. What were the major contributions? Land reforms in Bengal. So the major land reforms were done. The land was taken from the rich landlord class and distributed to the peasants, the common peasants. So land to the tiller. The slogan was actually practiced and implemented in Bengal. Similarly, Panchayati Raj in Bengal. In Kerala, of course, you had a very strong focus on literacy, and Kerala becomes the 100% literacy state and very famous, very high human development indices. So Kerala focuses on education, healthcare, public healthcare, and alternate industries like this coir industry, cooperative industries. So this is the Kerala model, which is still very popular. So the left now, as it marks 100 years, what are the challenges? So the left has disintegrated ever since they lost Bengal, and Kerala, they have been in power with the Congress, so sharing power. So the main challenge now marks as how do they evolve themselves in this 21st century. How do they look at more of democratic socialist values? How do they look at welfare state? How do they remodel themselves to make themselves relevant to the common public? So they need to talk about aspiration rather than only challenging the government. So the aspirational values, worker state, welfare state, these are the aspects which the left has to look at.